20 seconds.
Wait till that music.
It's Gospel 1300, 103.5 FM, WOAD, and of course, William McDowell. Come to Jesus, and hey, we're still in here cranking it out live this morning. FirstLadyB, of course, always joins me on Wednesdays, and we talk about some of the things that are happening in the music industry or on television, for that matter. Of course, some of our favorite shows are back on the air here.
Yes.
And, of course,
one of our favorites for sure.
yeah, one of ours for sure. You know, Greenleaf.
Yes.
I was kind of surprised that they didn't drag out the whether or not the girl was going to be charged a little bit longer.
Grace.
Yeah, I was surprised they wrapped it up as quickly as they did.
I'm thinking there's something behind that. There was something behind that because let me see, if you remember, there's a piece missing. Remember that episode was called Incomplete.
Mm-hmm.
So something's missing in there because all of a sudden she went, gave her testimony, then a couple days later, you know, her lawyer comes and says, "You've been cleared." I'm thinking somebody did something to make those charges go away. That's what I'm thinking. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah.
So speaking of Greenleaf, so we'll find out tonight, you know, if Rochelle Cross just looking for a new church home or if she's looking for a bishop.
Yeah, she did. She came on pretty strong.
She came on pretty strong, and the way Lady Mae was looking last week when Bishop came home from that lunch with Miss Rochelle Cross, she was looking like she knows something. You know, I'm thinking Lady Mae knows who this Rochelle Cross lady is. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Ain't nobody just giving $10,000 to no church and not looking for a church.
You know,
home.
and of course, there are a number of, as they say, so-called skeletons in the
Yeah,
closet.
yeah.
Because you know, First Lady Mae's got.
Oh yeah,
she got,
hers coming out too.
Yeah, she got
They
some
falling out.
skeletons in the closet as well too.
Yeah.
It made for good TV though.
Yes, good TV. So Greenleaf's back tonight. So make sure we all tune in and see what happens tonight. Because I was, and then also Greg Allen Williams.
And speaking on the musical tie-in to this is that on this second season soundtrack, Jacqueline Carr has a song on there.
She sure does.
And
wow.
she's going to be appearing in
does.
one of the, I believe it's the first or second week of September.
Okay.
She's got a cameo appearance on the show.
Okay, I gotta watch that then. Yeah, because I did see she has a song on the album. Yeah, and that album is coming out soon. Because they've been promoting that soundtrack. So
Yeah,
they've been doing a better job this season of
Yeah, I
promoting.
think they learned a few things last
Yeah, they heard you.
so,
And then also last night, Black Girls Rock premiered on BET, and Tasha Cobbs took them folks to church last night.
I gotta catch it.
Yeah,
I missed it.
Yeah, she took them to church. So here's the story. She performed her single, "I'm Getting Ready," right?
Mhm.
So that single, "I'm Getting Ready," is off her CD that comes out Friday, releases Friday, Her Passion Pursuit. And that single, "I'm Getting Better," is the song that she has Nicki Minaj on.
Oh,
That's the single that Nicki Minaj is on, "I'm Getting Better."
that's the one that.
That's why it's so up-tempo. Yeah.
Okay.
Controversy.
Yes.
That's the controversy song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The distraction.
Yeah, so I am highly, she's released 5 singles off of the album thus far, but of course she ain't gonna let us hear that one until Friday.
Of
but
course.
yeah, but I am anticipating, because based off the sound of "I'm Getting Better," I can only imagine, Nicki Minaj fan or not, I can only imagine the lyrics that Nicki Minaj is going to rap on that single, because that song and what Tasha Cobbs is singing are powerful words. So I'm just curious to see
What Nicki's saying.
Yeah, what Nicki's saying.
I want to hear what she's saying.
I really do. I really want to hear what she's saying.
Well, the thing about it is that sometimes I think we in the gospel industry, we can sometimes put blinders on, but no matter what genre, be it hip hop or whatever, these are still people.
That's
there
right.
are those quiet times when they're alone.
Mhm.
I think God speaks to them just
Oh,
as they speak to
absolutely.
us.
He spoke to me.
And we
Come on.
just simply have to realize that despite the, God has to change people.
That's
Oh, come
and,
on.
And the thing of it is that who are we to judge?
That's right.
There are warnings about judging folks,
Mhm.
and who knows this. This could could be very well be a turning point for Nikki's life.
That's right. That's what That's what
Maybe
we're
it will,
praying
maybe
for.
it won't.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I think it has to play out in God's own time.
That's right.
That's right. You spoke
Percy,
something.
you preach. You preach.
Run up out of here in a minute.
So also, speaking of Book of John Gray is coming back. He just he put on Instagram the other day that they're getting ready to start recording their second season. So the day that he put that on, he asked, if there's anybody that may need help with their, with something that they may have going on with their life, relationship advice. They're looking for talent to be on the second season because they're getting ready to start taping. And then I thought was so, speaking of like people like Nicki Minaj and secular with the Christian world, the following day, him and his wife, Aventa Gray, were with Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know Chris Brown just released that, his controversy documentary, pieces of it with where he talked about when he beat up Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about that very candidly, and you really can feel his heart, how he was very sorry. He said that he had an out of body experience.
Wow.
That he had no idea, like something just took over him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just felt his heart. So when I saw that Pastor John Gray and his wife Aventa Gray was spending some time with him, that just did my heart good, because like you said, when these folks get home in a quiet time,
Mm-hmm.
God's dealing with them too.
Yeah,
That's
you're
right.
I just want to believe that despite how wild and outlandish people are out there, that there's a time when that small still voice speaks to them, and they have a moment when they reflect on what they've done and why they shouldn't have done it.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully there's a thought comes in there, I'm going to try and be a better person
That's
tomorrow,
right.
because that's all any of us can do. No
That's
matter what
right.
happens today, is that, we pray about it. If we mess it up, and try and do better
That's right.
tomorrow.
That's
Because
right.
There's nothing we can do about those things that have happened already. And despite our best and most sincere apologies, we cannot control how that person that we wronged is going to react.
That's right.
It goes back to something we talked about this morning in the Daily Bread, a story of a young girl who allows her friend to help her, make her wind up stealing some barrettes.
Mm-hmm.
She knew it was wrong, but she allowed her friend to stick them in her pocket and usher her on out the door. Well, in her heart of hearts, she had a problem with that, but she did not react in the proper way, and she tells her mom about it, returns the barrettes. The owner of the store tells her, "Don't come back in here anymore." Okay, but that knowing that her mom saw that she was heartfelt sorry about the situation, and it did her heart good to know that her mother forgave her for what she did and didn't do in that situation. She said she was able to sleep better that night.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Absolutely.
She had some guilt taken off of her.
That's right.
And so I think that's how we have to be. We have to try to do the very best we can. When we fail, we pray about it, and we put our shoulders to the wheel the next day, praying that we can be better people.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. And speaking of being better people, Pastor Chris Hill, who used to be the leader of Potter's House, Denver.
Mhm.
He went through that, when he resigned from the church earlier this year after, his trial. And so this past Sunday, Bishop Jakes announced that Pastor Tory Roberts and First Lady Sarah Jakes Roberts are taking over the Potter's House Denver officially. So now they'll be over Potter's House Denver, as well as one church, Atlanta, which is now under, of course, the Potter's House of Texas. So that's some good news. And Pastor Chris Gray, he's back, preaching. He feels restored, and he has this hashtag that he has going on now called Restore the Roar. And so he's on his journey through restoration. So I want to congratulate him on his journey of becoming whole again, and Pastor Torrey and Sarah Jakes Roberts on being announced as the leaders of the Potter's House of Denver. So that should be amazing. I mean, they have Potter's House Denver, Dallas, Cheryl Brady's. I forgot where hers is at. I think it's another part of Texas.
Okay.
And then they have one church, LA, that's now under Bishop Jake's umbrella. So
Okay.
they're doing big things.
Indeed, he's the bishop.
He's the bishop. And then Mary season, their final season, season 6, They
Uh-huh.
announced is airing premiering September 28th. September
Okay.
28th. So that'll be the last and final season of Mary Mary. Premiere September 28th on WE TV.
All right.
So,
All right.
so yes, we have that, and as always, I want to end by shouting out my husband, Pastor Ernest E. Slaughter Sr.,
Alright,
and our
whoop,
new
whoop.
Caney Creek Missionary Baptist Church family, and also to let folks know we are in revival. Started yesterday, today and tomorrow, 7:15 p.m. nightly. Come check us out.
All righty then. First Lady B here on WOAD.